Hello, welcome to Tuandor Gaming. Today I am going to do a little tutorial on how to survive your first night in Starforge. Now I'm playing version alpha 0.5a and I'm recording on the 2nd of January 2014. So what you're playing may look a little bit different to what I'm playing today, but hopefully the basics will still be useful for you. I'm going to keep my tree density down low. That's simply because later on, when I get some vehicles, it's a lot easier to get them around if there's less trees to dodge. And we're going into survival. I haven't played Fort Defense yet. That'll be an interesting day, and I'll certainly record how well I do. Let's start with a new character and a new base. Drops you down. Now at the moment, every time you spawn a new world, it will look exactly the same as the last world. That's something that will change. I think they're just keeping it that way for the moment while they nail down playability and stability. It's definitely a key feature of the game is going to be the fact that you procedurally generate a whole new world every time you load one up. Now what you're looking at here, see this strange coloured earth? That is your protected zone. You cannot drill holes in that. You can build on top of it, but you can't actually change the surface area that is protected from change for you. We're looking at here this big red thing. That's sort of like your pods, seed pod. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but every time you die your clone will pop out here, handily carrying everything that you were carrying. That may change later, but at the moment you'll just reappear back here and go on your way. You'll also find a few items on the ground. Now sometimes when you first open up, you will find the aliens of this world. There'll be one right there ready to get you. They're called leeches, and I'm sure we'll see one at some point. So what you want to do if that's happening to you, first thing is run under this blue box, press E to open it up, and it's a weapon. Press E to pick up that weapon. Now I have been very lucky and I've got the chainsaw first up. Now the chainsaw is very quick at taking down the leeches. It will kill them very quickly. Unfortunately they have to be right in front of you to do it. It's not a ranged weapon. At the moment there's going to be lots of guns in this game, but at the moment when you open up that little weapons locker, it's either going to be the chainsaw or a single shot rifle, or there's like a repeating rifle that takes a little bit to warm up. So if you get one of those guns, you're probably going to have to be backing off from the leech so that you can kill them before they get you. Now this other box is a storage container, and it starts you off with some bonus resources. So we open it up with the E button again. Here we go. We've noticed the basic resources at the moment. There's 6 varieties. Dirt, which I guess you can only use for building mounds of dirt. Iron ore, which a lot of the recipes or blueprints require. Oil, that's very important to a lot of the mechanical blueprints. Sand doesn't do much at the moment. Stone is good for building things, and wood is also good for building things. Now I brought you can bring this screen up over here by pressing tab, and that will show you what you're holding in the resources, and also all the blueprints that you have, and these are the basic ones you start with: asphalt blocks, wooden sturdy lumber blocks, power generator. You got things like searchlight and a forging terminal, which I'll show you in a moment, containers and a bit. And you also get a freebie drill, so just click and hold that, drag it up to your menu bar, and we'll have the drill ready when we need it. Now if you transfer these items over to your inventory, and I would recommend that because sometimes containers can mysteriously empty when you reload your world, or disappear altogether. So I left click to pick it up, and then right click over here to put it in my inventory, and I'll stock up with all of these resources. Now I'm getting the luxury at the moment of not having any leeches on me. It's making for a very sedate start. I'll press tab and that will close it down for me. Now the forging terminal. This is where you make everything. It says press tab to activate, so let's do that. Now you notice there's like this green color around here, it's like a dome. That's your activated space. In order to use the forging terminal you need to be within this area. And then all you need to do, I want to make some wooden blocks because I need a shelter if I'm going to survive that first night. So if I right click on it, brings this up. Now if I was just to click once on forge, it will give me one block, which is not very helpful. But if I hold down that right button and I move it to the right, you'll see it's giving me more that I need. And if you drag it all the way to the right, it'll show me the maximum that I can forge. So let's do that. Just let go of the button. Now you see it build there, and now it's up here in my menu bar. This hasn't updated yet, but if I exit and then re-enter, you'll notice all my wood's gone, and I now have 50 blocks. Right. There's no clock, no compass, so we'll just do what we want. Now one thing I've found when you build in this protected area is things are more likely to disappear when you reload, which is a little frustrating when you've filled your container with a whole bunch of resources and then you come back and the container's not even there. So I tend to move off that space just to create my little forts. You can always clear it later. Clear the trees to make it bigger. Now I'm just looking for a quick one that will get me through the night. So use the mouse wheel or change what I'm holding. Just scroll that around. Got the blocks. Now you're going to have to play around with these blocks to get used to how it places the blocks for you. But left click will place a block and right click will destroy it. Later on you will have the capacity to pick up a block. See, it's gone, but I haven't got it back. Later on when I right click it will go back into my inventory, but for now no dice. Now if I hold the button down, the left button, you'll notice I've got a slightly different square. Now if I move it like this, it's just going to keep... Oh, there's my first leech. Well, it's a good time to talk about leeches. Now strangely enough they're called leeches because they look like big worms and they've got lots of teeth. Now they won't always see you straight away or charge at you, but once they do there's no escape. They will chase you and chase you and chase you. You can't run far enough that they lose interest. Once they've got your scent they will not be stopped by the Terminator. So I don't want him lurking around behind me while I'm trying to build something. So I am going to chop him up. Now let's see if we can get his attention and watch what he does. If you hold down left shift you can run. Okay, this one might be glitching a little. He's not paying me much attention. Whoop! Now he is. Now when you get hurt, there's no health meter or health bar. You'll just notice some red appear. Here we go, I'll let him get me. Ooh. And it will turn black when you're about to die. Let's chop him up. Like I said, chainsaw is very quick. It's very handy. But you have to be right there when they attack. Okay. Now it's getting very dark. Press F and my flashlight comes on. Oh, it's very noisy, the chainsaw. Let me quickly get myself some... Oh, that didn't work. Like I said, it takes a little getting used to how the blocks form. There we go. Just a little one. Now if they're too high, 2 blocks high, the worms can't actually bite you unless they decide to jump over. I'm not sure on the AI on that because they don't always do it, but generally you'll be able to see the top of them, know where they are, and then you can organize killing them. They will chew through your structure to get at you, and there are different sort of strengths for the structures. So stone is harder or more dense or whatever, so it takes a bit longer apparently. But wood's plentiful and easy to harvest, so I will just keep doing wood at the moment. Now, leeches can go in any space that you can go, but often with the AI at the moment, they find it difficult to get through a doorway type space. There are no doors yet in the blueprints. They can get through, and sometimes they'll charge straight through, but mostly that's enough to sort of give you a chance to get at them before they get at you. Now I'm going to run out of wood before I finish. I've gotten a little ambitious with my size here, so let me switch to my chainsaw and cut down a tree. Now you'll know it's working when you see wood chips. See the moment? Nothing. I get a bit closer. That was a quick tree. And that's what happens when you cut them. Get some nice wood. Doesn't always work that quickly. Let's try this one. There's my wood chips. This is one of the bugs that happens quite a bit. Disappearing trees. Trees that won't cut. Here we go. Now it'll fall down. Nice. And then I have to chop it up in small bits. There's my nice pretty wood. Pick that up. Just run over it and it will pick it up for you. You don't have to press anything. And the top bit. So each standard tree will get you 60 wood. Now I'll just show you what it's like without the flashlight on. Very dark, but they nicely glow for you so you can see them. When they're dead, the glow stops, so that's pretty handy to know when you can stop shooting them, even if they're writhing around. Now this is a problem. I want to forge, but I don't want to run backwards and forwards all the time, so what I will do is I move this. You see it's turned red? That means I can pick it up. What I do is I hold down my right button until it turns blue, and I can let that go. Now I can move it over and take it closer to home. Make sure you put it on some flat ground. Try and put it on a wonky, it'll bounce around and it's more likely to glitch out the next time you load up. There we are. Nice. Now I want some more wood, so I press tab, right click, hold it down, let's fill her up, tab, let's see if we can get this happy. Right. Hold it down. Let's see, it's a lot quicker doing this drag thing. Oh! I just got chomped in the back. Oh. Boy, if that doesn't make you jump, then you have nerves of steel. My heart rate, I think, just doubled. I love the sound effect. It's like, ugh. Anyway, let's see if we can finish this. Okay, having some problems here. There we are. Yeah, there's no real audible warning that they're coming, or if it is, it's so subtle I haven't picked it up yet. So that's what will happen. You'll just be standing there, just doing some nice construction work, and bang, something starts chomping you. Now, with the leeches, that was green. That signifies its breed. I don't know, rank. Not sure exactly what you might call it. Oop! Now hear that? He's trying to chew through my structure. Where is he? I can just see his head. So if I jump up here, whoop, just managed to chop my own wall. That was a bit silly. Right, This is the point where it's very handy to have one of those projectile weapons, because you can shoot them without having to get close and risk getting bitten. But you saw how he couldn't reach me until I got close to him, but he was trying to chew through my wall to get at me. So that's why, just 2 blocks high for the moment. You can get creative ladder, you might want to put a roof on. They might jump at you one time. Oop, and another one. See, look at that. Now you can craft a bed, and if you activate that by pressing E, it will skip to the morning. But there's, ooh, see? Made short work of that. And I made short work of him. And yeah, at night, leeches will spawn more frequently than at daytime. So if you use the bed, then it means you'll skip to the morning. But generally, don't be surprised if when morning comes, there's a leech waiting to eat you. I've found every time I've gone to use the bed by morning time, there's somebody waiting. So I have to clear up the yard, I guess, before I can get back to work. So there you go. That's the first night. I'll do another video that will show about getting more blueprints, and you'll see there's a little blue box over there that's relevant to that. Also how to mine, and we'll see if we can't find some more weapons and anything else I can think of. Okay, thanks for watching.